friends, welcome back to the Gough House. If you've been here before, if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Jenny and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to celebrate Christmas in July. I normally do host a collaboration for Christmas in July, but this year I've just been really busy. This summer I am on the board for my quilt guild, and I've been pretty busy with that, with quilt guild business. So I didn't have time to do a collab, but I still wanted to put a video out for you with some things that I have done in the past years. I've made a lot of Christmas in July videos for you. I still wanted to show you some of those things because they really helped me out a lot and get me started, a jump start on Christmas, and I just wanted to share it with you. November and December are busy months. It's nice to have some of the things done ahead of time. So pull a chair up to my counter and let's get started. Okay, so in order to make this a little bit easier on myself, I do about one cookie recipe a day quickly in the morning and get it in the freezer. This one I'm doing today is the lemon cornmeal cookie. It is so good if you haven't tried it. Half cup of butter softened, half a cup of granulated sugar. We're going to get this beating together. So cream that. Okay, 1 egg room temperature. We're going to separate the white from the yolk. We only want the yolk in this recipe. No yolk in. So 1 yolk. Don't waste the white. Put it in the refrigerator, use it for something else. Get that beat in. Zest of 1 lemon. Okay, this is an exceptionally large lemon. Came off of, it's organic, it came off of a friend of ours' trees. Mine's going to be very lemony because I'm going to use this whole lemon zest, but if you just wanted to use half, you could do that. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher going. Today's one of those let's get her done days. I wanted to get some cookie dough done. I did a batch last night and I have that in the freezer. Alright, so that is in. I used salted butter, so I'm just going to do a couple sprinkles of salt. And we're going to get our cornmeal in. You're going to want to use yellow cornmeal for this. Since it's a lemon cookie, you want the yellow color. And we need 1/2 a cup of cornmeal. This is not my recipe, but I will post a link to it for you. Okay, 1/2 a cup of cornmeal going in. I'm going to get that stirred in. And then 1/2 a cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 1/2 a cup. If you wanted to put some white chocolate chips in here, you could, but what I like to do is freeze them. After I slice them and bake them, I like to melt white chocolate and drizzle it over the top. Then you can add some sprinkles for the holiday. I'm going to scrape this down. Lemon is a Christmas flavor. Citrus blooms in the winter. When I had my original channel, I even had a lemon meringue fudge. I'll make that again this year. It is so good. I make it every year. I'll film it again for you. Alright. And that is our dough. I think I've made this one for you before too. But since it is July and time to start getting stuff made and into the freezer, I'll tell you what. Last December, it's been a hard couple years. Last December, my channel got stolen. I lost everything, and here I'm trying to scramble to get things done and make cookie boxes for the neighbors. I was so happy I had made 6 or 8 rolls of cookie dough to just slice and bake, and they were all really good. Okay, plastic wrap down. I am going to get 2 smaller rolls out of this. So if you just put it in a line to get it started and start rolling it around, once you twist the ends, you're really going to get the good cylinder shape. Okay, so then you can either write and label the top of that, which I don't do ever. I'm going to put it in the freezer like this because I'm doing one batch a day to make it easy on myself. Tomorrow I will pull it out. I will label a freezer bag and I will put these in a freezer bag. On the freezer bag, I just write a list of what I have in the bag. And I will do these. Every year I do these. I also do a toasted pecan cookie and a chocolate. And I guess you could double this batch and get 2 really big rolls. These come together super, super easy. I've got a couple small ones. I could have made one big one, but I did a couple small ones. They fit in the freezer bags a little bit better when you make them smaller. So I'm going to put them in the freezer like this. Tomorrow I will pull them out and put them in a freezer bag labeled. Okay, these are oatmeal raisin. I have labeled my bag, and I made these yesterday and just scooped them out onto a tray, put them close together, froze them like this, put the whole tray in my freezer. That way they're not going to fall apart, they'll keep their shape. I'm just going to put them into my bag. You've got reusable bags you like to use, use reusable, whatever you like to, however you like to store your frozen goods. But this, I can't tell you enough what a huge help doing cookie dough like this in July is. August, your kids are going back to school. If you've got little ones or if you're a grandparent that helps, you know, August tends to be a busy month. Back to school is always busy. And then September comes, and September you're getting ready for the fall. You could do cookies then too, but I like to get them done in July. So there is my cookie dough. I'm going to go stick this back in my outside deep freeze. Alright, I'm going to clean this mess up and my cookie chore is done for today. If I felt like making more batches in a day, I could do that. Previous years, I've spent one day in July and made all the cookies, put them all in the freezer. And that's okay, but this is easier on me. I've got laundry on the line. I'm getting ready to do the floors. You know, just another Wednesday. Okay, the other thing, or another thing you can do to get ready for the holidays in July, and these are great gifts too. Make drink mixes. This one is my homemade chai latte mix. I will link all of these recipes in the description box below for you. But that is my chai latte mix, and it is instant, and it smells so good. You can put them in cute little canisters like this with a bow. Sorry, it's a little bit dusty. You can make homemade hot cocoa mixes. You can serve those, or not serve. You can store them in little jars. You can put decorative lids, whatever you like. Instant eggnog mix. Yum. And then this one is my apple cider spice mix. And you can buy marshmallows, the dehydrated marshmallows and little things like this, and add them to your cocoa mixes. Your cocoa mixes, you can do a regular cocoa, you could do crush up candy canes and put it in there and make a peppermint cocoa. I did a whole drink mix video for you on my original channel. I even made the homemade butterscotch candy to crackle up and put into the cocoa, so it was like a butterscotch cocoa. Super, super good. You could put chocolate chips, like dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, whatever you want can go into your cocoa mix. I will link recipes in the description box below for you. These make You can put them in jars, put some decorative lids on, and ribbons, however you want to decorate them. You can add them to baskets with cookies, homemade cookies. You could put them in, or you could add a homemade drink mix, plus you could make a tea bag selection or put their favorite box of tea into the basket as well with maybe a nice mug. They make great gifts, and also these are mine that I keep on the shelf because come August, you know I'm going to be using this mulling spice and this chai latte. Closer to Christmas, I'll be making this homemade eggnog mix because it's delicious. All of this stuff was made with spices and milk powder and tea powder. You know, like the Lipton instant tea is what I make my chai latte mix out of, and milk powder, bunch of spices, obvi. I'll put the recipes in the description box below for you, but these are really good to get started now. You can also make homemade ornaments and include them in the baskets. I'm going to show you one today. Other fun things that you can make ahead and give as gifts. This is my chocolate mug cake mix. I keep it in a half-gallon jar because when you want a little bit of dessert, you pull out a couple tablespoons of this, add I use 2 tablespoons of mix, a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil, and a tablespoon and a half of milk. Mix that up, pop it in your microwave for about 45 seconds. Perfection. But that's a good thing to put into a quart jar or a pint jar and give to somebody. Also, cookie mixes. This is a gingerbread cookie mix. I have on my website I have this recipe, how to layer it in your jar, and also I have the directions on how to make it. But this is a great gift also if you're going to be putting in, maybe you're giving somebody a kitchen basket, a baker's basket. This would be good to go in that, you know, new rolling pin, maybe some baking mats, whatever you like. But to get started now on the baskets is a great idea to be ahead of the game. Also, canning rings, when they get rusty and yucky and you think, oh, I gotta throw these away, repurpose them. These are canning rings, and these are about 5-inch strips of fabric. They're about 5 inches long and about 1 inch wide. All I did was tie it in little knots. I tied 2, double knot it, let the fringes hang, and then I hot glued buttons to this one and a little bow. So cute. You can make them. That was fabric. This is made completely out of ribbon, so you could do ribbons. Also, you can just wrap the whole thing with ribbon, and then you can, got my hand on there, which I didn't do anything with it. This is completely plain, but you can wrap the whole thing with ribbon, and then you can hot glue little bows, buttons. If you've got holly leaves made out of felt or extra bits and pieces from the dollar store, maybe you can hot glue them here. So don't throw those old lids and rings away. Repurposing lids. If you've canned something and you've pulled the lid off, you can wash it and repurpose it. This just has a Christmas fabric and a little tiny wooden Christmas tree. I got a bag of these at the dollar store for $1, and it came with several. You could paint the tree, decorate it how you want, whatever you want, but you can hang that on your tree. Ornaments, so you can repurpose your lids and rings. Don't throw those out. And these are great to add into your basket with your homemade gifts. Super fun ideas. There are so many things you can do. All of this stuff is a huge help to do in July to get ready for Christmas. I am always so happy that I did these. If you like to sew, you can make other ornaments also. I will show you an example of that. If you like to sew, I made a bunch of these one year. This is the cathedral window block. I still need to put a button in the middle, so I have to do that for this one. But this is like a pink Christmas fabric with snowflakes and a light green with holly and holly berries. So cute. And then I put a little thin ribbon hanger in the corner. So if you like to sew, you quilt, you make cathedral windows, you can make ornaments out of those. Super cute. I think I made like 20 of these that year. I just really love this block. So I did show you how to do that on my old channel. If you are interested, let me know in the comments. I can do a tutorial on that block and how to turn into an ornament. This is self-explanatory. You shouldn't need a tutorial on that. And then I will link all the recipes for everything else. Okay, so there are several things you can do. If there are other things that you do to get ready for Christmas in the summer, just to get a jump start, put your tips in the comments below so that we can share and we can all be prepared for Christmas and have a stress-free holiday. Also, I will put all of the recipes, I will link them in the description box below for you, as well as the cookie recipes. The slice and bake cookie recipes I will link from other websites because those are not mine, but I will link them for you, and I really suggest you make some of these, and it is so nice. So during the month of December you can focus on making your sugar cookies and cutting them out and decorating them and taking your time with those, and the other ones go by a heck of a lot faster. If you pre-bake them and freeze them baked, they're not as good. So the cookie dough, the slice and bake, so good. They are fresh when you get them out of the oven, and these are recipes I use every year, so I can tell you from experience they are delicious. And again, I will post those from those websites for you. But you can find slice and bake cookie recipes just about anywhere online. So use your favorite. Also, make your favorite cookies. I will still do some molasses cookies and some peanut butter cookies and probably some chocolate chip. And I will do them just like I did the oatmeal raisin cookies and get them in the freezer. Anyway, friends, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like videos like these, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out a lot, and I sure do appreciate your support as I rebuild this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.